welcome back. You know, from your ear that sound, it is time to talk the Ting with Kim. And as I said, I found out recently that June is Men's Mental Health Month. And I have to say, listen, the topic is dear to my heart because we do know that mental health don't get the importance and priority that it should get. And I think like 3/4 of the issues we have in Jamaica is linked to mental health, right? And I think when most people think about mental health, they just think about, you must mad. So once me not mad, me not on mental health issues. No. Did you know that even just being depressed is a mental health issue?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
most people don't class that as mental health. And 3/4 of it out here depressed. That's the reality. A lot of us are depressed, but then we're like, oh, cause we're not mad. We're not on a mental health issue. Now, mental health doesn't mean that you are insane or, there's a lot of different ways to identify and describe mental health, all right? So, as we said, this month is Men's Mental Health Month, and today's topic is men's mental health, what you need to know, all right? So, let's get right into it. Men's mental health is an important yet often overlooked health concern. Mental health issues affect men and women differently in the following ways. Number 1, women are more likely to experience mental health conditions than men. They are also more likely to attempt suicide. However, men are more than 3.5 times more likely to die from suicide than women. This may be because they tend to choose more lethal weapons, such as firearms, right? So that is why there's such a high percentage of suicide rate among men. Yes, women are more, can we overthink the thing? We overthink enough things, so we're more affected by it. But the thing is, I don't think, we're not going to do certain things. And men, depending on how exactly or how deep their mental health issues go, they may react and treat it differently. As Albert said, first sign of madness, depression. Yeah, man, don't underestimate that whole depression thing. I think a lot of us don't realize how serious it is. As Albert said, we think about Bellevue when we think about mental health. And not because, that means that we don't have certain issues. As I said, depression, a lot of us realize that for some reason we just don't feel like it. We can't bother. We don't want to lift the house. We don't want the sunlight enter the room. All them something, but we see it as normal because we say, oh, we're out of it. It's fine.
When you sometimes think of mental health, people think about the people that might you see on the roadside.
Exactly.
And I was in the pharmacy, like probably last year, earlier this year, and this lady came in to fill her prescription because she's schizophrenic. Yeah. And she's like, I have to go. Like she felt an episode happening, and it's like she couldn't control it.
Yeah.
And in the pharmacy where we were, it's like they knew what was gonna happen, so they were trying to hurry so she could take the medication.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that didn't happen, and the episode started in the pharmacy, and she started going off on somebody, and she's like, you need to put on your mask. And I don't think the lady, when she first came in, she wasn't in there. So when she started going off on her, she didn't know what was happening. And it's somebody like the security guard or whatever, she came to her and she said, well, just take time with her.
Yeah.
Just no matter what she's saying, she's not going to come at you or anything like that, but just
she's going through something.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't really answer her or provoke the situation. Yeah. So eventually she took it, but she left. But when they started to explain to her why she was behaving like that, she's like, oh, because some mad people. And then I was like,
yeah, that's the insensitive thing that we do. The minute somebody does something out of the norm, we just call it mad. And then we like for don't play and class people.
And we don't know how to handle it most of the time.
And we don't know how to handle it. So as Albert said, a man's mental health is almost always overlooked. I guess that's why we have more madmen than women. And Tori said, madness isn't a good word to use. However, first sign of depleting mental health is depression. And that's one of the things I want us to focus on. That a lot of people, most people just, I see all the posts, I see all the statuses, I see how people say, me just sad today, me just down today. And then you realize, out of the 7 days, 5 days you're down. That's a sign of depression, and that's a mental health issue, whether you want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
Lionel, you were saying?
No, I was saying that some of the times it's not necessarily that men's mental health would probably be just overlooked simply like that. It's just that us as men,
Don't take it
We
seriously.
not talk up, we not express, we not share.
And that's one of the things.
And that's why we kind of most of the time left in the situation ourselves. Usually the girl
Exactly.
them did it, and when one of them down, you have 3 girlfriends come around. Oh, we're going over to Kerry. She's not well,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she
We're gonna
feeling
check
down,
in.
and them do them
Or
girl
Kerry no
night.
message me for 5 days now.
Exactly.
No, so I'm
You
gonna
have the
check
girls
on
them will
Kerry.
check in. For the man them know. Yo, boy, for about 3 months in here for Ricky, but him all right. Like,
Yeah.
How you know? how you know?
Exactly.
Him govern, we don't really too share. We just got you by ourselves. So
Exactly.
we need to know how we can get through these things the right way.
So another way that men's issues differ and affect men differently from women is that men's issues can develop from different causes and triggers than those that affect women. For example, men's issues often stem from societal expectations and traditional gender roles, which may lead men to think that they must A, be the breadwinners in the family. That's a stressful task. B, display traditional masculine traits such as strength and control. So it's like a
Have
habit
it
there
tough.
when your son but your girl where you ball for.
Yeah.
That is where the problem starts. Right? C, rely on oneself and not seek help from others. So other people say, boy, man, for can turn up and man up
Yeah.
and deal with it yourself.
Where you go help? Where you go seek
Where you
help
tell
for?
me this for the
Yeah,
start
man.
of their problem? Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
Right? That's another way it affects men. And then D, not speaking openly, as Lionel said, about their emotions.
I was
You
right.
know,
So
you
holding
have-
on.
You have third party thing, like you have friends in situation, like something happens, and I saw myself being a victim, like not a victim, an instigator of that. Something happened, and the man in the situation is reactive, and you're like, why are you behaving like that? More a female should behave like that. And I said it, and when I was saying the thoughts out loud, I'm like, but come to think of it, you're actually stronger than I am, because I would not have endured what you endured. I would have been like, you know what, you did that, bye, I'm done.
I mean, we all have fallen victim to the thing because
Tori,
it's like a
Jada.
cycle of life. 'Cause
Tourist
most
should
of us-
not hear you. Yeah,
Oh, you have to
talk up
project.
for
You
the
have to
people
project.
them.
Yeah,
No.
she always
Look
put
a
the
whisper
Kimmie.
something there. No,
No,
you work
me
for
not.
people them.
Wait, she bought my shirt?
Oh, snap.
No, are too cute.
Yeah.
Stop with my shirt.
No,
Too
everybody
cute.
have a shirt.
Everybody have
Everybody
a
have
shirt.
a piece of
Cute
your
of our
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah, like
Right.
everybody a piece, and I'm just really
No,
out
you
here.
know, so that's not a
struggling.
good representation. But
And then
we're not going
no,
to
you're
that.
not attack them.
No, we're not going to that.
Oh.
Jada,
Right?
partly came up party your shirt. You know?
She put on her foot.
Mm.
And as Tori said, men don't like to show any sign of emotions that will be perceived as weak.
Yeah.
It's really hard for them. But guess what? It's not necessarily that it's hard for them, Because some men actually want to. But it's because society tell you, say, you can't do this. And then you do that, boy, you're effeminate. And you move like girl.
Yeah,
and
but
you're
yeah,
this and you're that.
soft
So even some who actually want to talk about it, then can't talk about it because society don't have that forum, that environment that they
safe
can
space.
go and talk how them feel and not be judged. Because the first thing is man and man. Literally, that's how most men are growing. You're a man, you're a boy pitney. If you grow tough like boy pitney. So yeah, try to say boy pitney don't have emotions. Them not feel some type of
Or
way. When
simply-
them drop, when me drop, me I love football. When him drop, him can't ball.
Right.
Him not feel the same pain. And if you start them foolishness there.
What is he gonna do with that pain that he's feeling? Where does
Exactly.
it go?
He's gonna internalize it.
Exactly.
Exactly. So as Albert said, when a man tries to relate his feelings, he's oftentimes seen as soft.
Yeah.
So as a result, some men just keep things to themselves. So it's not that we don't want to, we want to, like what Kim says. So holding on to these traditional beliefs can negatively impact a man's mental health and keep them from accessing support and treatment. Because support there,
Yeah.
But guess what? We need to move past the judgmental stage of, oh, man for this, man for that, man for all these things. That's a lot of pressure. And we are reaping the benefits of those beliefs. So we need to make some changes so we can fix them things there, yeah?
Yeah.
So, number 3, men are far less likely than women to seek treatment for issues such as depression, substance abuse, and stressful life events. This is largely due to A, social norms, B, as we all said, a reluctance to talk, and C, downplaying their symptoms. So as Lionel said earlier, perfect example. Yo, when I hear from so-and-so 3 months, no, you know, but him say I'm good now. So we downplay it. Or even if I feel some type of way, yo, I'm good, man. I just want to set away. But I'm govern. The thing just set away now, but make a good man. You know, so we downplay it. And I know men are very guilty of this, and they downplay everything.
Yeah, no must.
On the health issues.
After we not go back.
Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I have a story for the health issue part. That's why when you need women in your life, because women out here saving their life. There's a gentleman I know, and he was in his 60s or 70s at the time. His hand was hurting him for a while. Months him a complain, same hand hurt him. And his girlfriend say, yo, you need to go doctor. Boy, ain't nothing, don't play.
Yo,
don't
soon
play,
get
don't
better.
play.
I just look a bong,
I just look
on the
but
wall.
he keep on hurt him.
Yeah.
And one day she put her foot down and threatened him, say, hey, no, you not go. Me and you. And when you went, the doctor told him say his hand was broken the whole time.
Ah, gee.
Oh.
Right? So men don't play any little pain.
Woman don't feel no pain, doctor.
Yo, I don't know nothing. I don't saw the thing go.
Yeah.
Listen, you need to stop it.
That's a serious thing for real.
Right?
That's a serious thing.
Just like how the health issues, and then like go doctor, when we're sick and lay down in a bed, whatever.
Tell them take vitamin C.
You know, for vitamin
I just
D,
a flu, man.
you understand?
Just give me a little bush tea, I'm good.
Or drink some orange juice, I'm good. No.
So just like that.
No.
So, bro, your eyes falling out, bro. No,
As MB
in a bag.
say, him catch COVID twice and don't know. Right? So notice. So guys, we need to stop that downplaying thing. Gentlemen, you're very, and I understand it's a whole masculine trait, and no one seem like you don't need nothing or need nobody
But
and
aren't you
self-sufficient.
human?
But you are human first and foremost.
The same
Right?
heart we're pumping at your chest, pumping at mine.
No, but guess what? If I understand it now, you have some people out there who think like that, especially women.
Kim, as
You
I
have
said,
some women out there who think like how we think. They have some women who are perpetuating the issue.
It's a
I
trend
said, boy,
already.
where you buffer?
yeah, it's a trend that
Yeah,
everybody
I've heard
do.
women bashing
I
for
saw
stuff
that
like this.
yesterday. Like
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
somebody.
I've heard women like
women look on a boy
pass a
crying.
dude.
I say, where your boy for
Where
bad for your
The
girl?
women in my
And
household,
it's not intentional. It's
allow
just
you
because it's not intentional. It's just because people kind of repeat what they see out there. So and it becomes
That's how
a
they were
cycle.
grown.
So
But
even
then-
me probably say it to myself, "Your brother, you're bad for your girl."
Yeah, girl. I don't want to say certain things when you're bridging them because, you know, like even in a gelding situation, you need to stop it. When I pressure people out there, people out here depressed. And out there make joke
I watch them
every
know
single
They not
day.
peer pressure me to nothing because me see them the bills there. Me see them the
baby.
feed. Me see them the school fee there. Me?
and diapers.
You
And then
can't
that is
pressure
why
me.
we have the issues that we discussed last week on the phone take peer pressure. But we're not talking about you know, Lionel,
No.
'cause you can't, you know, you have
That
a
one,
mind.
no. You have certain peer pressure
I
can't
have
get
some-
to me, but that.
Yeah, man, but you have someone who run down now and say, boy,
Exactly.
finally my offer to get in trouble, but you weren't ready to be a father.
And not at
And then you know play the
them
role.
not
And
even
then
play the role.
That's what I'm saying. You weren't ready. You just run it down because every year everybody a joke about guilty
And
and
it's
you
all
want
mental
half of
health
that
as
truck,
well.
yeah. So it's a part of the mental health issues. As Dre said, men should take control of their emotions by divorcing from their feelings.
Whoa.
I don't know if divorcing from your
That
feelings
too, yeah,
is the
'cause-
answer.
'cause we
Now
need
when
to-
it sound like you just
need to be
ignore it
in
overall.
No, I think. What you said? Go on again.
Men should take control. So control of their emotions
By marrying to their feelings.
Exactly. Understand it.
You
Work
have
with it
to
and know
get
say you're
together
human.
with your feelings
You
and
can't divorce it.
Understand your feeling, and then the end
you
of
know
the
for
thing,
deal with it.
You know for control.
Well, what I
there
think
you go.
he's trying to say though is that not to be led by just strictly your feelings. 'Cause
And
you
I
don't
get that,
want
but you
to-
can't ignore it.
Yeah, I get
Divorce
that.
means say, yeah,
because
left it somewhere.
You're leaving it somewhere, but
And
not
we don't want that.
divorcing it. But in the sense that, because
Don't make it lead you.
you're not led by it. You don't have any control over the situation. Because you have cases where men are led by their feelings, and that's why some women end up hurt at the end of the day. So I get that.
No man, I get what you must say. We
Yeah.
must correct the whole.
Yeah, the divorce part
Divorcing
sound
part.
rush.
Don't let
like
the feelings
you're trying
aside.
to detach yourself from the feelings.
No.
matter and it's happening
You need
for a
to
reason.
Soak it in and
Exactly.
then
If you
find out
don't,
how to deal
if
with
the
it.
woman left you and you're down for a couple of days, you're down for a couple of days, you know,
There's
yo,
nothing
me not every
wrong.
party every week. And me at that, and you try to prove to somebody.
Who are you
say you're good,
proving
but when you
to?
go home, you're ball at night time. That mean I say,
And
find
Kim?
somebody you can talk to and say, boy, Jada, you know, say.
And if they
When the
didn't,
girl left me barely I eat. Look at, I think there was a brother that for 3 months, him older brother realized he wasn't eating and he wasn't taking care of himself, and his girlfriend leave him. And I think 3 months on the line, he committed suicide, and brother start ball and say he will wish him did talk to him.
And what I was gonna say as well is them don't go through the first breakup and they didn't go through it properly or didn't cope properly. Them, you know, when the second breakup come now, it's worse than the first because them still don't understand how to manage
Nobody
a breakup.
deal with it. And we had a whole conversation on how to deal with trauma. I think we need to do it again.
He just said,
Oh.
Yes, his brother committed suicide and his deepest regret was he didn't try.
But
Because he just kept saying he was okay.
Jada, as man
Like,
and
as we say,
man,
men don't play and
once
them not
in a
really get
while,
into them
you see
feelings.
a brethren go through stuff. And you probably say, boy, one day him not look right, you know, but as
But him
Kimmie
not
say,
eat and so,
him
like,
on
not
inside, I'm
himself,
say,
you
yo,
know.
alright,
But him
and
say,
you, I'm gonna say, alright,
say, alright, you don't want to talk
We're
about
not
it.
wishing
so.
for the worst.
And then he just committed suicide
just
and
didn't-
his deepest regrets.
Ball.
Exactly.
That's your brother, you know.
Exactly.
You grow with the come out of the same.
And you saw the problem.
No, but
So-
these are things that have happened before.
that's
You've
what
seen
we're
your brother
getting
down
at.
before and he comes up out of it. Remember, as I said, these things are not a one-time situation. These things are cycles that we've seen going on from when I look at Pitney. We see the brother going through a sad state, probably
And we
he failed
just
2
think
tests.
yeah.
And never cope with it right. But we just say, oh, all right, you know, next day we're up and play cricket again. So everybody up. But nobody deals with these things until it comes a bigger thing.
Exactly. And I like that you mentioned that because there are some warning signs that you should look out for. The signs and symptoms of a mental health condition will depend on the type of condition, but there are some symptoms that people can look out for. So these include aggressiveness, anger, quick frustration, and irritability. Say to the people that just bring and just hot-headed, everything in a book on the tour, somebody else just brushing it too close and just want to do something, that's a sign of mental health concern. And what that sound like right now, no Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malawi.
Right?
Malawi.
No. Right? So, yeah, the excessive anger, the excessive, we have to defend something, we have to stand up for something, we have to make somebody know, say, you can't talk to me. So, yeah, there's different ways to deal with it. That's a sign of mental health issues. And that's something that's dominant right now in Jamaican society.
Quick
Another
to violence,
one.
quick to anger.
Quick to violence, exactly. Everybody walking around with and because them know say, any cat can play and make her ready. That's a sign of mental health issue.
As you said, them always admit it, but as I say, we find a way to play all these things. You
Dre
see, yo,
saying wish him
my
was on the
head mad.
show today. Dre, I think want a part 2, you know, so if you want to pass through next week, let me know, right?
Kim, them always announce themselves to, yo, my head mad, you know.
Yeah.
My chip lick.
And we brag about that.
And we are okay
Yo,
with
me's a
accepting
mad
that.
girl, you know, me's a
Anytime
mad man,
people
you know.
say that, I always look at them and
why
I
are
say,
you bragging
you
about
probably
that?
really are, you know.
Right? So that's one sign. Another one is changes in mood or energy levels. So you probably know somebody was just super energetic.
Bubbly.
And then you just find them really just mellow, them just quiet, them no. You probably know so they never touch road like certain people and then you just see them stuck at them yard. Right?
All of a sudden.
Well, here's the thing now. You see, because I saw this post the other day and I could relate, right? Sometimes, you know, being broke can make you feel like you're depressed.
That's a mental health issue. It affects my mental
And
health.
also being broke can make you feel like you're an introvert. Because, you know what? I know when you're broke.
But one of the things to make note of, I think most people look for when the mood of somebody changed to the negative. You also have the opposite.
Yeah?
I remember
Really?
there was a
Yes.
video. Yeah, man.
Oh,
when you
'cause they're
start
trying to
you start
overcompensate.
move
Yeah.
extra
Yeah.
excited and stuff, and you're trying to cover
I
something.
laugh off of some dark something.
Exactly. And then what I remember seeing a video and they were showing suicide victims and they went through their social media and was posting like sharing their videos.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, based on the videos I saw
Oh,
them share,
yeah,
those
yeah.
were happy people.
Yeah.
And couple days after that, couple months after that, same people you that say, yo,
Yeah.
they look like they might enjoy life, committed
So
suicide.
what I read one long time was that there's people that motivate you. Sometimes they motivate
Them always say check on your
themselves.
strong friends
Yeah.
because most times them are go through
They
something.
are
but
the
them not-
ones. And then when you hear
And I
them
can
gone,
speak from
you're like,
experience for that.
what
Enough time
the-
me I go through things, me not talk to a soul, but me tell the world and them mother everybody can talk to me and everybody talks to me.
Me like
but
a idiot.
sometimes me not used to the talking to people things,
Yeah,
you know?
me like
I
an
get
idiot.
that.
No, man, I'm here for you.
I'm here for you. But
I
then,
got you.
And then
I got your back.
they might be like, so Kimmie's
Ah, no,
there
me
for
not
you. I'm a
nobody
good
for
man, I'm
me.
a good man. And you're a thing we are talking about.
I'm free falling.
Yeah.
Who's gonna catch me?
Watch me to them now. Watch me to them now. No, don't get yourself down. You gotta stay positive.
You gotta stay positive, but
Meanwhile,
you-
me brother, so
That's
I'm
true.
in my dark room.
So that's
What the
another
fuck, man?
thing, right? As you
Why?
should check on his strong
Well,
traits.
check probably sometime, people. Just send me a little message.
Some other
That's not
signs
check on
can
me.
be as well.
Got you. Got you. And I got you too, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
I
very
got
much.
you.
All right, everybody got everybody. That is the key right now.
Some other signs as well is changes in appetite resulting in change in weight, and this can happen for weight loss and weight gain.
Yeah,
Cause you
it
eat
does.
more because you're stressed out and you don't know what to do.
I want
and
the
the
weight
easiest
loss
thing you can
version.
control is food. Or you not eat and you lose weight. Then you have
Well, Ali.
no sir. No sign up for that for weight
No,
loss.
the other day, I remember one time that I had like a what you call it, food poisoning, and I lose some weight. I mean, I say, what the other
You
day,
need
I
to do
say,
this more often.
Fight yourself again.
no, me not plan to do it. Me not plan to do it, but me I say, mood of mind, you know.
You know,
But
I
then,
was saying it last night.
But
I
if it
did have
happened, would
stress.
it be so bad?
no, but the thing is that you see before the situation, I remember all you go through.
Yeah.
That's the rough part. You know, I put you myself through that. But I'm just thinking though, you know, the weight loss would be bad.
I remember
Yeah,
I said it
and I-
last night
yeah.
and as a joke.
Yeah.
I need a little stress.
No,
That's a
that is
little
when you
bit.
ask man
And then
to come
as-
break your heart.
But,
No, I don't want that.
But you think,
I
you
should
what Kim say? Some of these stress or some of these depression that
Can
you go
make you
through, I
lose
feel it though,
weight.
can make you either lose
Lose
or
or
gain.
gain.
That I gonna mash you up in your
Yeah,
house.
you don't know which one you have to do.
Which one am
So if
I?
you know, say you're the person who got order ice cream and every fast food just forget to avoid, don't bother go through the stress.
All right.
Avoid it, yeah?
Find other
Another,
coping mechanisms.
another sign is changes in sleeping habits. So you have not sleeping enough due to difficulties falling asleep, or you keep waking up multiple times through the night. That's a sign. And even sleeping too much.
Yeah, we know
Cause
that
like
one.
you
there.
avoid
You know that one
life.
there. Yeah, you're avoiding life. I know that one. there.
And you also sleep
Yeah.
enough and you're not rest.
Counselor Kimmie.
These are all signs, you know, as simple as they look, and we just take it out. Oh, me just tired. Every day we're tired, so because we're
Yeah.
going through mental health issues. Living in Jamaica is a mental health
It's easy.
struggle.
Enabler.
Existing in Jamaica
Come
is
out of your
already.
yard and you
You
can't
don't know
go
what
to-
go play.
Kimmie.
Listen,
Come on.
Kimmie, I have
man.
a friend that, yeah, she says she not sleep enough at night. She have problems sleeping.
insomnia, and probably should keep
Yeah.
on a wake up throughout the night.
But you
and-
know them drop it in a like memes and so jokeify.
Yes, they
But
take it
you
as
talk about
normal.
No, me I get it. Me I wonder if is a part of
it's
depression.
it's a part of
They
depression.
You think so?
Just to
But you always I said meme about it. So it's a
Yeah, but
joke.
because memes now make it seem okay and everybody
Okay.
can relate. So like, oh,
I know.
as long as I know you want, I will accept it. But no, it's actually
all
a
can
sign
be
of
going through
mental health
something.
concerns. That's what I'm saying. We need to stop thinking mental health issues are just people who are
Gone mad.
gone mad.
Or, you know,
and that is not the correct
unable
term.
to
But
control them.
yeah,
Wow.
but there's so many small things that a lot of us, because when I was doing this, I could relate to a couple of these.
Adam,
Whether
me try
one
tell
point or another in my life. I mean, I said, Kim, we need to check out something, yeah? So guys, pay attention. You have also difficulty focusing or poor concentration. You have escapist behavior. So this is the one them you don't really want to go home because you don't want the stress.
Yeah.
So you find everything else to do.
No,
You
we're
go
not
bar,
going for.
you
It's
par
only
with your
4
friend
o'clock.
them. You avoid issues. So the
I'm a friend
escapist
like
behavior.
that.
Then we'll soon go to the break. We'll soon go to that. Then we have sexual dysfunction, a low sex drive. So yes, ladies, when certain things are happening,
If I that Kim, all of the ladies
mentally,
them depressed. All of them depressed.
so
Them
there's
ladies,
and then them bash the man, but he probably dealing with something. You have a lower sex drive, difficulty with sexual arousal, absent or delayed orgasms, and it can cause erectile dysfunction. That's a mental health
That
concern.
one is so special.
Then you have
Delayed
feeling
orgasm.
delay. Yeah, apparently
Yeah,
there is a
everyone, next
thing.
day?
I don't know. Next day, one day shipping.
I'm gonna read up on that one. No, I'm gonna read up on
That's what
that
they said.
That interesting.
And then other warning signs:
Jada,
high
alright?
consumption.
Okay,
Other
hold on.
warning.
Make Jada catch herself. Hold on.
All right, we'll go to the break and come back.
No, man, we're gonna get through these points. Just 10 seconds, but go back through the last 4.
All right. So we had changes in sleeping habits. You're
Right.
sleeping too much. You're not sleeping enough. Difficulty focusing or poor concentration. Escapist behavior. You find everything else to do except what you need to do.
Right.
Sexual dysfunction.
Right.
We have feeling restless or on the edge. You just like in Jamaica right now,
Edgy.
you feel like you're ever
All of
up
them.
already. Yeah. A high consumption of alcohol.
Cheating.
You know, a high consumption if you
Yeah.
live a bar.
All right.
Inappropriate use of drugs. So you see everybody was up on the corner all
Molly.
day, all night, and
Pop
them
Molly.
just and everybody all day, every day, that's a mental health. That's blocking
Exactly.
out something.
And as soon as somebody pull up,
Right,
yo,
DJ?
you know, no weed, you know,
Exactly, like they're all. I know
24/7,
some people.
brother.
I don't ever see them sober, and
that's
it's because they're blocking out something,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Engaging in risky or self-destructive activities. So this is once again high consumption of
Modest
alcohol, experimenting with drugs, and also inappropriate use of drugs. Driving recklessly, so you're stressed out. So
No,
you just
Kim,
can't
yeah,
drive
right,
like
go to the break after that
madman.
one.
Gambling and engaging in unsafe sex practices. So out here, just take a risk within a life because you just stress out and have mental health concerns, and you don't have to deal with it, so you not find other avenues. So we're gonna go to the break. When we come back, we're gonna loading up some more, dripping up a little bit more.
Ma'am, I don't have any
Yeah.
more shirt to give you.
No worry, I buy you one.
So you're gonna
Drip
take
it
it
up.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah, pre-trip. Yeah, but we're gonna go to the break. It's Fantastic Fridays. Keep on talking on the IG Live. When we return, we're gonna read the comments. Those on the WhatsApp line, keep it check as well. 876-792-3530.
30.
We'll be right back.